Greetings, my human friends. This is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien. The last video was the first part of a second fold video series on the significance of sound and the impact sound has up on your mental and physical health. Your mental and physical health, which includes even your environment and the world which is enveloping you. The most of you have absolutely no idea of how important sound waves are. The whole universe is influenced and built up on sound waves, which are impressed in a constantly changing form on the magnetic basis, which gives the sound waves the necessary reflection. Since you are part of the universe, your influence by sound waves is total. The ones who control the sound waves control their own life, and if you would look at it further, control the environment and everything, including humans and other life forms surrounding them. Sound waves are magical. Sound waves, if understood correctly, will bring you prosperity, health, and happiness. And if looked at it from a negative way, and for the ones who cannot see the difference between positive and negative sound waves, life will be a constant struggle between the forces of good and bad. Sound waves between 0 to 20 kilohertz have already 300 different sound patterns which can be created. And this is only a very small scale. The ones who are controlling sound waves can immediately control the outcome of events. Sound changes matter. And humans are nothing but 70% of water, which is the most perfect agent for sound waves to manifest themselves. So be very careful what you listen to. And even, as I said in the last video, what you're looking at. Because forms and colors are the result of sound waves, and colors themselves can be heard by highly sensitive people. All of these things are based on the same cosmic principle. And as I told you before, the goldfish in the glass can only swim to the glass and look out, and since he cannot get into that, what he sees outside believes it's just a dream. If the goldfish, and this is a part of the magic of changing your life totally, would be able to get rid of that thought that the outside world is just a dream and the inside world of the glass is reality, he could break the glass, break the barrier, and finally free himself from his enclosement. And exactly that is what my mission is for a very small group of you through the DNA program. I want you to leave the enclosement or the iron cast, as I said in the last song I made, and break out into the unlimited possibilities of mind, which, if you apply sound waves correctly, will lead you to total freedom, health, and happiness. And this I don't say lightly. If the goldfish, to make it easier for you to understand, would get rid of this one negative thought that at the glass itself, there the world stops and everything else is just this fantasy. As I always have told you, to cleanse your mind to the very first thought and let this thought go, and then rebuild on positive sound waves your world again. If this goldfish would have let go of the idea of this outside world, which is just an illusion, and would swim slowly up, further and further, to the surface of the water, by letting go of heavy, poisonous thoughts, and as such, being freed of that what holds him into the atmosphere down and keeps him enclosed, he would reach eventually the surface of the water and the rim of the goldfish enclosure of the goldfish glass. And he could look over the rim of the glass and all of a sudden see that excuse me, what is outside of the glass is also reality. And not only that, when he dives deep down into his confused mind, which is the water below, if he would reach that surface of the water and look over the rim, he would at least see that there is more than what he has expected. This much I can do for most of you, even for the ones who are not in the DNA program. But making the final jump out of the water, over the rim of the goldfish glass, and landing on the floor, as I said in my noodle soup rap song, and dry out on the floor, which is nothing but a symbol of letting go of all that encloses you, and then be reborn in the vast world which is outside of the goldfish glass. This, my friends, only very few of you will reach. This one, my friends, are the vast possibilities of all the dimensions which lay outside of your world of illusion, of your world of being a slave. Out there is power. Out there is freedom. Of course, what I'm saying now about the goldfish is nothing else but a symbol of an enclosed mind, of an enclosed human mind, which is also living in kind of a goldfish ball, which has its glass wall where you cannot get out, and you're constantly swimming in circles around and around in your own mind, being the prisoner of all the information being fed to you over the years that you cannot be free. There is some kind of law which holds you down. There are your religions and your political leaders, family and friends and co-workers who tell you this is the way life is, suffering. All of this, my dear friends, is the goldfish ball you are swimming in. And I am at least there to bring you up to the surface and take a look, just a glimpse which is laying behind it. And if you see it, maybe you get a taste of truth and freedom, and maybe then you are willing to cleanse yourself of the last obstacles and become a part of the DNA program to make the final jump into freedom. By the way, in the beginning of my last video, I lifted a stick with a ball, a glass ball on top, which I observed. I don't have the stick with me right now. But if you revisit this video, the last video before this one, you will see, and this experiment I made with your mind, that for the short moment when I was lifting up this stick, the white part, the white outline between the stick and this person you're looking at, it gave you a glimpse at the extraterrestrial outline of a tall white alien in its original form. But of course you need a little bit of fantasy, and this is a subliminal visual idea of mine for the ones who are highly sensitive to not only look at what they see directly, but most of my videos also have a second meaning. And if you like, look at this video again, and with a little bit of luck, you can see the subliminal visual influence for yourself. Until next time, Rudolf of Germany.